Hello, my loves, and welcome to Create Your Life. My name is Simone Leah, and I am your host. And I am so excited to be here with you guys today because today I have the absolute pleasure of talking to you about something that I am so passionate about. And it's two things that you can look at and do today that will help you to attract more money into your life and business. So I am super excited about this one. So let's just dive right on in there. So number one, look at your relationship with money. Look at how you feel about money. As we know, I'm a big believer in your energy and your frequency, the law of attraction. What you put out there is what you're going to get. So what are you thinking when it comes to money? Because if you're thinking, I don't like money, money does not like me, money always leaves me, money doesn't want to hang out with me, money is the root of all evil, I'm not worthy of making money. If these are the things that you're thinking when you think about money, then it's going to be very hard for you to attract and hold more abundance into your life. So how do we even know what our beliefs are? How do we know how we feel about money? So we want to look at, firstly, our values. Does abundance even come up in your top values? Do you even care about money? And I mean this with respect. I know that there's going to be people who watch this and go, she's all about money. She's all about money. But it's not that I'm all about money. I'm all about abundance. Abundance is everywhere, and abundance is choices and options and freedom. And so when you look at your values, what are you placing on your highest values? Because if you're placing money at the very bottom of your values list, that would also explain why you're not necessarily attracting money. Whereas if you have a high value around abundance, then you're going to be seeing that in your life a lot more. And the other thing to remember is if you have abundance and if you have money, it gives you the choices to have more of all of the other things you want. So if your values at the moment look like health, community, and family in whatever order, when you have money and you have abundance, you have more access to better healthcare. You have more access and more time to be able to do things in your community. And you definitely have more resources and time to be able to help your family. So making sure that you actually value money in the first place and that is something that you value, that's going to help you to attract more money. Now, I know that sounds very much like, she loves money. She's only in it for the money. I'm really not. I'm really in it for the choices that money gives people. Money gives you, as mentioned, better access to healthcare. Money gives you the freedom to decide what you're going to do with your time. Money gives you the freedom to help someone with something if you have the capacity to. If it requires time, energy, resources, you've got the capacity to do that. And so looking at your relationship with money and how you feel about money is going to be instrumental in actually changing your life and the amount of money that you hold and attract. Now, the other thing to think as well is, what do you like with money? When you think about money, this is one of the easiest ways to see your results is what you're actually like with money. When you think about money and you get super excited when money comes in, what happens to you when money goes out? What happens to you when you open your bank account? What happens to you when you have to pay a bill? Do you shut down? Do you avoid looking at your bank accounts? Do you get really angry or anxious when you open your bank accounts? Do you get angry paying bills? How is your actual relationship with the money that flows in and out of your life? And how is your actual relationship with money? Are you grateful for the money that you have? Are you grateful for when money comes into your life? Or do you just automatically see the money come in there and go, great, now I have to pay another bill? Because if that's what you're thinking about, then that's what you're going to be attracting. You're going to be attracting more bills. So how do we improve our relationship with money? Well, the first thing we can do is start to think of money. An easy way, think of it as a friend. Like literally give money a name. Literally give money a name. Call it Mary. And every time Mary comes into your life, thank her. Be like, Mary, thank you so much. I'm so grateful to see you today. And every time Mary pays for something, be like, thank you so much, Mary. I'm so grateful that you paid for that. I'm so happy. And sometimes by giving money a name, what that does is it allows you to become neutral to the actual process of receiving and spending money, which will allow you to have more of a capacity to hold money. Because if you're constantly thinking about how much you don't want to spend money or how much you don't have money, that's more of what you're going to attract. By changing the name of money and giving it a name and identity, you're actually taking the pain out of that, the negative out of that, and neutralizing it. And start to think of it when you name it as a friend. Literally talk to it. Be like, money, I'm so happy. Call it Mary. Mary, I'm so happy to see you today. I really enjoy spending time with you, blah, blah, blah. You can even have conversations with money about how you think money feels about you and how you feel about money. Let it out. Literally sit down and have a conversation with your journal and a notepad, a pen, whatever you need. Just sit there and be like, money, I feel like every time you come in, you just leave me, or whatever you need to say. And just journal it all out. Then just move a little bit and then just sit there and think, okay, I'm channeling money, I'm channeling money, I'm channeling money. And let money respond to what you've written about it. Let the thoughts flow. And money might say to you, well, you're a sucky friend. You never talk to me. You always take me for granted. You're not safe for me to be around. You know, money might come up with its own stuff that it says back to you. And then that gives you the opportunity to respond as well. Then you get to say, oh, well, hey, money, I didn't know that's how you felt. I'm so sorry about that. I'll start to manage you better. I'll start to do this or I'll do that. And start to have those dialogues with money. Because if you're afraid of money or you're in scarcity or you're worried money's never going to come back, that's going to be more of what you attract. That's going to be more of what you're calling in energetically, vibrationally. This is the same with clients. You know, you're not going to be able to attract in more clients because you're not going to be able to receive the money. You know, because at this point in time, if you don't love money and have a relationship with money, then that's going to be, you're going to be pushing it away. You're going to be pushing away anything that equals more money. Another thing I would start doing is start looking at the abundance all around you every day and with gratitude. So go outside, look at the amount of houses there are to the point that you can't count them. That's a form of abundance. Find a fruit tree, count how many pieces of fruit are on that tree. Also abundance. You can literally go and sit in a field and try and count grass. You can try and count flowers. You can try and count leaves. You can try and count cars. Whatever you try and count, you will find there is an abundance of it. So start to open your mind to the abundance that is out there and allow that abundance into your life, into your energy field. Allow yourself to be surrounded by abundance and become one with the abundance. Because if you think about it, you are that abundant that you would not be able to count the amount of cells you have in your own body. So you are also full of abundant energy yourself. So start to really connect with abundance. Start to really appreciate all of the abundance that's around you, that's part of your life. Go to the supermarket, try and count all of the fresh produce. It's going to be more than you can count. You know, so start to play with money and start to enjoy money, which brings me to the second thing you need to do to really transform your life and business around money. And that is to have fun. Start having more fun. Play with money. If you're doing any of the healing tappings or EFT or any of my affirmations, start to have fun with that sort of stuff. Start to be playful. Start to be like, I am awesome. I am the best. I am having a great day. Start to vibe boost yourself every single day in a fun way. Let the fun out and create your business from a fun place. Start to create your life and your business in a fun energy, that you're doing fun things, that you're having fun, that you're expressing yourself, that you're playing. Allow yourself to be in that fun, vibrant energy, because the more fun you're having, the more you're going to attract more fun. And that's why I also say have fun with money, talk to money, play with money, because the more you can be in that frequency of fun and joy and play, the more you're going to lessen your resistance to anything that's not, you're not going to have that resistance that you normally have, because you're going to pull fun into everything. You're not going to have that resistance to doing that thing in your business because your business becomes fun. You're not going to have that resistance to attracting more money because money is fun. Money is options. With money, you can do so many things, you know. It's fun. It's fun and it's playful and it's joyful, and so is business. There are literally a million ways that you guys can make money. You just have to pick the one that is the most fun sounding to you. And that's where it's at today, guys. That's where it's at. Develop a relationship with money, develop a relationship with abundance. Really be thankful and grateful and playful towards money and abundance, and really build your life and your business in a fun and playful way. If you can master these two things, your whole life is going to change. Your whole life. I can't even tell you how much. So, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode today. I have felt so blessed to bring it to you. It has been such a pleasure. And if you want to share this with anybody else, I would really appreciate that. I'm sure everybody else would really appreciate being able to connect with money and just have fun with money, and being able to have fun in their business, connecting with their business in a fun and playful way. So share this with your friends, share this with people who you think will get the benefit from it. And I really do truly look forward to connecting with you guys again soon.